Hi, good day everyone. I'm therapist Samantha Kang here from Happy Land. Today I would like to share with you on how to deal with speech delay in child. Okay. Before I go into my topic, I would like to share with you a little bit more about myself. My name is Samantha Kang, and I have a bachelor's degree in physiotherapy. I'm working with Happy Land for 4 years now and currently going into my 5th year. And I'm holding the position of the head of the therapy department at Happy Land. The reason why I choose to work with special needs children is because I would like to understand them more and also to help others to understand them better. At Happy Land, we provide professional therapy and also special education to special needs children, such as the OT, PT, SI, educational therapy, SSP, and many more. Okay, so let's go into our topic. And today, the objectives of my topic will be, I will be talking about 3 tips on how to deal with speech delay in child. Okay, the first tip is I'll be talking about 3 strategies on how to improve the child's awareness. The second tip will be on 4 strategies to be an effective communicator. And the third tip will be 4 strategies on how to create opportunity for communication. Okay, so now we're going into our first tip. Attention on me. Okay, it is important for child to have awareness of you interacting with them. So before you start teaching them about communication or speech, make sure you need to get the child's awareness of the people around them. Like example, if we are interacting with them, they need to have awareness that we are actually interacting with them. Okay, so and how we going to gain their awareness or their attention on us. Okay, so the first thing is we play with them. Children likes to play, so we use play to get their attention on us, whether it's you are using the toys to play with them or you play directly with them like peekaboo, or you tickle them or sing children's song with them with the action. Yeah, as long as you play with them, you get their attention on you, then there is already a success that you are gaining their awareness of you trying to interact with them. Okay, and secondly, you need to get to their eye level. Okay, you need to get to their eye level. This is very important because when you are getting to their eye level, there are higher chances that they will make eye contact with you. Okay, and also eye contact is very important because it helps to improve communication and understanding, and it also helps to build the social connection and rapport, and it also allow the listener to feel more engaged and feel more invited to interact with you. Next, the third strategy is to follow the child's lead. Okay, once you gain to gain their attention, you need to follow your child's lead by, let's say if your child take the cube, you also take the cube, and if they throw the cube, you also throw the cube. They bang the cube, you bang the cube. When you start imitating them, you are following them, they actually start to take notice of you, and they will start slowly also take interest of what you are doing, that you are following them, and also they would maintain their attention and interaction with you. Okay, so now we're going into our second tip. The second tip is be an effective communicator. So how do we be an effective communicator? Okay, so the first strategy is to use short, simple, and clear speech or language. Okay, you can see the picture on the left. The mother is saying, "John, it's time to go to school. Where is your bag? We are going to be late." John looks very confused. Okay, because the mother is saying a lot of things in that dialogue. So John does not know what the mother wants. Okay, and we see this picture on the right, what the mother said. "John, take your bag." John able to get what the mother wants, and he's able to go and take his bag. So the instruction the mother gave is very short, simple, and very direct and clear. Okay, so try to, when you're communicating with the child, try to communicate at the child's level, the child's language or speech level. For example, the child's level is only one word. Okay, the child able to like express one word, so you communicate to the child with one word. Example, Jane, do you want to drink water? Okay, that is a very long sentence, right? So we shorten it to one word, Jane, water, or just water. Okay, you just water question mark. You're asking the child whether she wants to drink water. Example, yeah. So we try to follow the child's language level so that they're able to easily understand what we are trying to communicate or trying to say to them. Okay. And another thing is, need to take note is try to only use one language when you are teaching the child, because it will be very confusing for the child if we are missing two language at the same time. For example, we are trying to mix English and Mandarin together, the child will get very confused. Okay, maybe you can try to teach the child using the child's preferred language. For example, the child's preferred language is English. Then you try to teach in English, the child will be able to learn faster, actually. So if, example, the child preferred language is English, but parents wants to teach in Mandarin, then the child actually will take a longer time to learn to verbally express themselves in Mandarin, actually, because the preferred language is English. Okay. Then our second strategy is to narrate and emphasize keyword. Okay, so it's very important to try to narrate. That means to tell what the child is doing in his or her daily life. For example, they are doing, like in this picture, the child is hugging the teddy bear. So the mother said, Jenny hugged teddy bear. So the mother is narrating what the child is doing. Then the child able to relate the action and the word that she's learning. So example, maybe the mother will emphasize the keyword hug. Okay, the mother want to teach the child the word hug. So the mother will emphasize again the word hug, and then like Jenny hug, and then maybe doing the hugging action, and Jenny hug teddy bear. So the child will know that the word that she needs to learn is the word hug, and the mother will repeat again the word hug. So we need to emphasize the word that we are teaching to the child. Okay, and then couple it with the action, the child will learn much faster. They're able to relate better action and the word. Okay, so another way of narrating or teaching the child the words is to read storybooks. Actually, you can read storybooks to the child. Choose books that more pictures and then less wording at the beginning level. Okay, because the child likes more pictures than looking at the words. Okay, so you will be reading the words, yes, reading the books together with the child. Okay, the third strategy will be to include body language, which is also our gesture, facial expression, and posture. Okay. Sometimes, right, when we are communicating with the child, we may need to be a little bit extra in maybe our gesture, our facial expression. Okay. But also you need to also observe your child's reaction. Example, maybe when you are responding to them, maybe the child is very pay more attention to you when you are doing exaggerated movement or exaggerated reaction. So if you're able to get their attention, they are more willing to interact with you. If you are doing a little bit extra, go ahead. Okay, you can go ahead with it. But also, if the child, maybe if you are doing overreacted, but the child don't look away. So maybe it's a little bit too over. So you need to always observe your child's reaction and then try to see how much of a reaction or how animated you need to be when interacting or communicating with your child. Okay. So in terms of gesture, we can include like head nodding to indicate yes. Okay, like when we are talking, yes, we are telling the child yes, and then we nodding our head so that the child able to react. Oh, when you say yes, you nod your head also. You need to nod your head together. Okay, it's the learning the action and the words together. Okay. And then maybe you can do head shaking for no, or maybe you can do the pointing gesture. Maybe the child is not ready yet to use verbal expression. You can do pointing. So the example, pointing this object, so the child able to know that, oh, you are actually talking about this object. The bottle, for example, you're pointing at the milk bottle. Then you are saying milk bottle and pointing the object, or maybe tapping at the object. So the child able to understand, oh, so you are talking about this milk bottle. Okay. And then another gesture like hand movement, you calling the child to come, you do this, come here, right? So the child able to understand, okay, this hand movement means come. So when you are saying come here, you follow this hand movement, the child able to relate the action and the word. Okay. And facial expression, we need to be alert of our own facial expression when we are interacting with the child, because sometimes, let's say we are happy, we need to make sure we are sending the correct we are showing the correct facial expression. Like for example, we are happy, must be the facial expression is happy. Okay, we do not want to send a wrong message to the child. For example, maybe you say you're happy, but your expression is just like this. So it is not relate. It's not tally lah with what the word and your facial expression. So it's very important. We need as the communicator, we need to be very alert of our own facial expression when we are interacting or communicating with the child. Okay. And then the third, posture. Okay, posture is also very important, because, for example, let's say when we are communicating with the child, we are sitting like this, right? Facing the child. Our posture is facing the child. So we know the child knows that we are engaging with them, their interaction with them. So let's say, for example, I were to turn my body this way, but I'm looking at the child like this. I'm communicating with the child like this. So it actually gives the message of like, I'm going, anytime I'll be walking away. Okay, so I'm not really 100% engaged in the interaction with the child. So the child will get a message that I'm not 100% engaged in this interaction, and eventually maybe the child will not be interested, because the parents is not even interested in in interacting with me. Why would I be interested to continue the interaction with the parents? Okay, so make sure you need to know, be aware of your posture, that you are really, like when you are playing or talking with them, make sure you are facing them and not like you are trying to leave you are ready, stand by to do something else. Okay. And then we're going into the fourth strategy, is to be mindful of the tone. Okay, our communicating tone. When we are speaking, we need to use the proper tone. Okay, for example, when we are talking, we of course will say, oh, hi, like we are saying greeting to the other children or other parents, hi, like this, right? There's a different tone. You can hear the different tone. Instead, we try to avoid like giving monotone, like hi, the tone is so like only monotone, and it's quite, the child will actually feel bored and less interested if the parents or the caregiver communicating in a monotone. Okay, they don't feel interested at all. Try to be a little bit variety on your tone when you are communicating with the child. Okay, because it actually gives a more give more flavor to to your communication to the child. For example, For example, when the child completed the task and you are feeling very happy for the child and you actually cheer the child, yay, good job, you see? Yeah, so you feel very happy, you really feel you feel very happy. Your child also can feel that you are happy for him that he completed the job. Let's say if I reacted like that, yeah, good job, good, you do very well. So is this kind of when we are giving this kind of tone, it actually gives a very mixed signal or message to the child is because you are saying good job, but you don't really, it doesn't feel like you are meaning to really telling the child that he's doing a good job. Okay, so need to make sure you are using the correct tone when you are communicating with the child. So we are going into our third tips, which is to create opportunity for communication. Okay, so the first strategy is place object out of reach but visible. So for example, you know your child's favorite toys is, for example, the car toys. You can place the car toys on top of the cabinet, but it's visible to the child. The child can see it. Okay. So the child may need to, for example, pull your hand towards the toys or point at the toys, or maybe he or she will verbally express take to tell you that to take down the car toys to him or her. Okay, so this actually provides the child the opportunity to express, communicate with you what they want. The next strategy is to use pictures and visual aid. This actually provides the child opportunity to communicate using other medium, such as using the pictures, whether it's pointing at the pictures or exchanging the pictures for the object. For example, the PEC system, which is the picture exchange communication system, where they use alternative communication system that uses picture to communicate their needs and what they want with other people. Okay, so the third strategy is to assist, give cues and pauses. Okay, this one is when your child is learning to express themselves, verbally express themselves, try to assist them when needed. For example, the child, no, for example, you want to open the door, you can prompt or assist the child by saying open, and then you give pause for the child to have the opportunity to say door. Okay. At the beginning, maybe it will not be successful, but you need to repeat several times, okay? Maybe you go from this door to the other door to the other door and try again and try again and try again, okay? Give them opportunity by giving the pause in between so that they can have the chance to try to communicate verbally with you. And then the fourth strategy is to be consistent. This is actually a very important point because if we are not consistent, the child can be very confused. Okay, for example, we take the open door example. Okay, today the child said open door and mommy opened the door for him. Okay, tomorrow maybe the child didn't get to say open door, but mommy already opened the door for him. Okay, so to the first day, but the child got say. Then the second day, the child no need to say, but door is already open. So it's the very confusing for the child because the second day, mommy already opened door, but the child don't need to say it. So the child able to get that if I do not say, mommy also will still open the door for him or her. So eventually, as it progress, the child will slowly think that he do not need to communicate. Eventually, mommy also still will open the door for him if we don't even need to say it, open door. So you need to be consistent when you are teaching the child the verbal expression. Make sure it's consistent throughout the daily life. Okay. And okay, so we are coming to the end of this sharing my sharing. So I'd like to summarize my whole topic. And you, the parents and caregiver, is actually a very important teacher for the child, because the parents and caregiver actually spend a lot of time, more time with the child compared to the therapist. So the child learn in the environment with the parents or caregiver is a more natural environment, and in a real life situation, because they also spending their time with them. So they are actually give more, the parents and caregiver actually are able to give more motivation to the child, because they are more closer to the child compared to other people. Okay? So it's you as a parent or caregiver is a very important teacher uh, for the child to learn communication. Okay, but not only communication, but learning other aspect, and learning anything is the teacher, the parents is, or the caregiver is a very important teacher. Okay. The second thing I want to summarize is that we must the parents need to create a must communicate environment at home, so that your child has the opportunity to learn more, practice and apply what they learn in other situation, not just this situation, they can apply to other situation. Okay. And with this, I will conclude my sharing session here. Thank you for your valuable time. If you have any question or any inquiries, feel free to contact us. Okay. Thank you once again, and bye.